My arrogant boss gave my promotion to his incompetent brother-in-law, so I let their entire infrastructure collapse. Am I the jerk for systematically dismantling my boss's career? This happened about 3 years ago. I was a senior developer at a mid-sized software firm. For 2 years, I had been building a proprietary coding framework that literally cut the company's workload in half. I was the only one who knew the ins and outs of the system, and I was 100% sure the director of operations promotion had my name on it. On the day of the announcement, my boss, Mr. Miller, dropped a bombshell. He gave the position to his brother-in-law, Kyle. Kyle didn't know the first thing about coding. The guy couldn't even format an Excel sheet. When I confronted Miller, he just smirked and said, "Look, you're a great worker bee, but Kyle has leadership presence. If you don't like it, feel free to walk." That was the moment I decided to burn it all down, legally, of course. See, there was one thing Miller didn't realize. The framework I built was tied to an access control module, hosted on my private server for testing. Kyle, being the entitled idiot he was, started power tripping immediately. He demanded that I hand over all admin passwords and access keys to him by the end of the day. I followed his orders to the letter, pure malicious compliance. I gave him every single password he asked for. What I didn't tell him was that the framework required a manual, security patch every 30 days that could only be authenticated by my unique digital signature. 2 weeks later, I handed in my resignation. Miller and Kyle were thrilled to see me go, but my plan was already in motion. Exactly 30 days after my last patch, the entire system went dark. Millions of dollars in client projects ground to a halt. Kyle was clueless. Miller called me, screaming at the top of his lungs, "Get back here and fix this now, or I'll sue you for everything you're worth." I calmly responded, "Mr. Miller, I handed over all the passwords to Kyle just as you requested. Didn't he handle the backups? And as for suing me, you might want to reread my contract. It clearly states the framework was mine. Intellectual property license to the company only during my employment. Since you accepted my resignation, that license has expired. The fallout? The company had to pay massive late fees to their biggest clients. The board of directors held Miller personally responsible for the catastrophic loss and fired him on the spot. Kyle was kicked out the same day. Today, that company is borderline bankrupt, and Miller is drowning in legal fees. So tell me, was I the jerk for standing my ground? Or did Miller get exactly what he deserved? If you found this revenge satisfying and want to hear more wild Reddit stories, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a drop.